Hello everybody, this is Sue McCurdy from Susie Q Designs coming to you live from my scrapbook room. Today I'm going to do a video with you and make a card. So I'm going to give you the measurements for the card and what I'm using to make a very simple, beautiful card. Okay, and also I'm just going to let you know what's coming up for me with Stampin' Up. So this Friday at 9:30 a.m. here at my studio, I will be having a card class using the Beauty of the Deep bundle. So that is this beautiful C bundle here. I haven't had a chance to play with it, but I've got my idea of 3 cards that I want to do with it. I might use this with it, as I haven't used it yet, but these are a new set of dies that I have, and they're very nice. Can't wait to use them. And then these are the dies here that go with the Beauty of the Deep set. So we will definitely be using these with the class. Also, we will be doing some color blending. So if you have any of these color blender markers or color blenders, they're not markers, they're just blending brushes. That's what they're called. So if you have any of these blending brushes, we will be using those at the class, or you can borrow mine. I have 3 of the small ones and 3 of the big ones. All right, so that's what's coming up this week. Also, I'm going to be doing another class on Tuesday, September the 10th at the Hub at 6:30 p.m. So if you can join me there, that would be great. We're going to be doing the same cards that I'm doing here on Friday using the same bundle there. Okay, also my next kits class. So for those of you who are buying any kits from me, oh, hi, Helen. How are you today? Thanks for watching. So kids class will be September 4th at 9:30 a.m. Now, I think that's the first day of school for the kids. The teachers go on September 3rd, I think. So yeah, we've got school starting next week. So hopefully you're available to come to that. So the kids class, September 4th at 9:30 a.m. If you're available, bring a kit that you've purchased through me, or let me know what kits that I have available, and you can purchase one from me at the class. Okay, so today we're going to get started and making a card. So I believe I did give these out to the people that are in my Color Club group. So all the people in the Color Club group are pretty lucky because they get to have a free card kit every month. And then if you get that card kit done, make sure you post it in the group of what you came up with. So I gave some or all of them, I can't remember how many, the card guts to the one that I'm going to do today. So if you're in my card club, the Color Club, and you haven't done your card yet, this is how I'm going to do the card. Otherwise, maybe you should post yours so that I can see what you did with it. It's always nice to see what other people do with the same products, right? Stamping Up and scrapbooking and card making is all just very creative, and you can do your own thing. It doesn't have to be the same thing as everybody else. So it's good to see what other people do so you can get an idea and then kind of put your own twist on it and see what you come up with. Okay, so I've got my dogs down here with me. I've got a really big snorer sitting under my desk over there, snoring away. So if you hear some weird noises, that's what it is. It's Bella Obu, the big snoring girl. And we're going to do this card now. Okay, so thanks for watching. If you come on, please say hi and let me know where you're joining from. What are you drinking today? I have got my really cute mug that I got at Casino Rama. I went there for a concert, and I'm drinking my iced coffee. So the concert that I went to was Donny Osmond. It was my first concert that I'd gone to in years, so it was really cute. So anyway, somebody, a native artist from that area, designed this mug, and I really love it. It fits a really nice big coffee in here, so you just have one. Take a sip of that. Okay, so I'm going to flip the camera down now. Please stay with me. Join me for making a card, and let me know what you're doing today. Let me know what you're drinking. All right, here we go with turning my camera, and gotta find the right button there that flips it. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to get the right button. Hold on a sec. It's kind of hidden. Yeah, I think I got it now. It's kind of hidden underneath where the camera mount is. So I'll try to get that right. Okay, so let's put it right about there. Okay, so what I'm using for my card today, I'm going to give you all of the measurements so that if you want to create with me, you can. Okay, so this is, you can use any designer series paper that has a nice big element on it. So this is going to be our focal point on the front of the card. So with this paper that I had here, it was the Zinnias set, I think. I just cut these out and we're going to fussy cut that, and that's going to be our image on the front. I'm going to be using a stamp from the Beside Me stamp set, and it just says celebrating you today, so it'll be great for a birthday card. I'm going to be using Blackberry Bliss. So my paper sizes are Blackberry Bliss for the card base. I'm just going to refresh my feed here and see if I can come up here. Yes, if you come on, please say hi and let me know where you're joining me from. I've got my my video open on my screen here so I can see it. Okay, so this is a standard card base. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 here. So when I first cut it down, it was 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. Okay, so that's how I do all of my card bases pretty much, unless I'm doing something different. And then I use 2 of these white pieces, cut just a tad smaller, one for the front and one for the inside. So if I use a dark color of cardstock, I'm going to put white on the inside or beige, something light that I can write a sentiment on, and then that's going to be for the front. So these ones are 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so just a 1/4 inch smaller than the card front. Okay, then I'm using the Zinnias set here, and then I cut 3 pieces of white and 3 pieces of another color of, let's see if this is the back of this one. No, it's not the back of this one. So I just got one that I thought had a nice design on it that would be good for the background. Okay, so let's get the measurements on these. It's going to put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so this one, the little white ones here are 1 and 1, 2, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 5/8, and it's probably the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1 5/8 by 1 5/8. So that's what these ones are. These ones are gonna fit inside there, so they are going to be a little bit smaller. So let's see what I went with here. So 1 1/2 by 1 1/2. Okay, so 1 1/2 by 1 1/2 for these ones, and then I just get one that's kind of a busier pattern or has something on it, and then a big one, so that will look nice on the front. And then we can stamp something on the front as well. For the gems, I went with the iridescent faceted gems. These are some of the ones that I haven't used yet. I just got these, so I'm excited to use these. I thought they might look good with this card, so hopefully it will. We'll see how we do. Okay, so also I had a couple of extra pieces of paper. So what I could do with these extras, I like to use them up. I could put them like maybe on the inside of my card, just for a fancy design, which I think I might do on this one, and then I might put this one on the inside of the envelope, or on the outside of the envelope. So I'll save that one for the envelope. So the inside, I could put that there, or I could put it there, or I could put it at the top. I kind of like it here, and then I can write my sentiment there. Okay, so I'm just gonna look for my glue and my tweezers. Where did I put them? Oh my goodness, don't tell me I don't have my tweezers. I don't have my favorite tweezers. I don't know what happens. I'm gonna have to use my old ones. But I'm really good at using tweezers. That's kind of how I like to do things. Oh, there they are. I see I have 2 pairs of tweezers now. These are my old ones. They're kind of sticky at the end, and the yellow things fell off of them. I think I got these were Tweezer Bee, and they're amazing. Work really well. And then when I went to Alberta last year, I wanted to do some crafting, like some journaling and stuff, and I wanted another set of tweezers, so I got these ones then. So these ones are like, probably at least 5 years old. And then these ones I just got in September. So let's put this card together. Let's see how long this is. I don't know, I just had, these were scraps. So that's 3 inches by 1 or 1 and a 16th maybe. All right, so I'm going to glue that on the front. So what is everybody doing today? Are you going to be out and about doing stuff today? I'm just trying to get back into the groove of things of work because I have had a really busy summer. Had a nice trip this year too, to Calgary and Banff, and stayed in that area. Went to a nice track and field event for my daughter, checked out some schools, some universities and colleges, and trying to get her some ideas of what she might want to do for colleges or universities. She does want to be a student athlete, so that's going to be something that she needs to look for, a school that has pole vault, because she is a pole vaulter, which is a very highly specialized sport. It's different. Not everybody has it. Not everybody has good coaching for it, so that's an issue too. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to turn the card this way, and then when I put these on, they're going to go up here like that. Actually, they're going to go on top of here like that, and then this one's going to go here, and then I'm going to stamp something here. So I was going to see if that stamp worked, celebrating you today, so hopefully it will. Excuse me. Now I'm going to try to do fussy cutting. So this one I don't have the dies for, so I'm just going to fussy cut it out. And fussy cutting is one of those things that you either like it or you don't, or it's a work in progress for you. For me, it's a work in progress. I am getting better at it all the time. I'm trying to right now do an edge around my flower so that it has the same type of edging around the whole cutout. So see, I'm leaving that. Sometimes if you do it with the white, like it has a white background on it, it looks really good. So we'll see what it looks like with this. If you're not good at doing a nice edge around your fussy cutting, then you can just cut the object itself. But I'm going to try to go with the edge, and hopefully I do a good job with that. Because the better you do with this, the better your overall look of your card is going to be, right? So, is everyone gearing down from the end of their summer now? Are you looking forward to school going back in? Kids will be going back next week here in Ontario, so that is exciting. Everybody's probably getting ready for back to school and finishing up their summer plans and all of that. So were you able to get away on a vacation or do something fun and different? So yeah, our trip was pretty good. It was really interesting being in Oregon though, and in Alberta, because there were wildfires going on. And where we went, like we didn't go up to Jasper. I really wanted to go to that area, so I was really sad that Jasper had got hit with a wildfire. It was so sad because I've been to Alberta a few times and I've never been to Jasper. So I thought, my goodness, let's go to Jasper. And then all of a sudden it got hit with the wildfire and we couldn't go. So a lot of the people either maybe went down south to Banff or canceled their trips. I'm not really sure, but Banff was kind of busy, but it's usually busy anyways. So it was a good trip. We didn't run into any smoke when we were in Alberta. We did have a day where it was hazy, like you could see a kind of a haze in the sky, so you could tell that maybe that smoke was drifting in from elsewhere, from the north maybe. But Calgary was great, the weather was great. The nice thing about Calgary is they do not have humidity like we do, and it's nice and cool in the mornings and in the evenings, so it's not, you know, scorching hot like it is here sometimes in Ontario. Southern Ontario, where we live, is pretty bad. We get a lot of humidity here. So yeah, it's not like that at all in Calgary. So I think when people go there, they're like surprised by the weather, or they're like wowed by the weather and they really want to move there, right? Get away from the awful humidity, which southwestern Ontario has. Unfortunately, we live with that. So yeah, when we went to Oregon, it was really nice there as well. And on our last day, we were going to go to a waterfall. And when we got too close to where the waterfall was, it was smoky there, and there was a fire camp there. So the fire was in the area, unfortunately, so we didn't get to go to that waterfall. And when we got out, the trees were all burnt, so it was really sad to see that. Unfortunately, we couldn't end up going further on that hiking trip to go to that waterfall. So that was kind of sad. So that is a really nice big flower. And so I think I'll put my sentiment down here, and hopefully that works. I think it will. So I'm just going to slide that out of the way. So this is a red rubber stamp. It has a good cushioning under it. So I won't need a stamp pad. This has a little bit of cushioning under it because underneath this I have a black pad with like a really thin cushioning on it. So hopefully I get my stamp right and I don't make a mess of it. Try to get it on straight and see how we do. If it is not straight, I'll have to turn it over and try again. Okay, so that's not too bad. I think I stamped it a bit too hard there, which sometimes happens. So I'm going to bring in a scrap. I'm going to bring in a scrap piece of paper here and do a practice stamp. I should always do a practice stamp anyways, so I know how hard that I need to press on these and make sure I get a better image. So it looks like I have way too much ink on here. So I'm just going to clean that off a bit. Way too much ink. Doesn't look great. I'm pretty heavy-handed when I do my stamping. Are you like that? Are you heavy-handed or light-handed? I don't know. Some people just have the knack. But remember, all stamps are different, and it's good to do a practice one before you do the final one. So let's see. Hopefully I didn't get too much ink on that. A little bit better. Probably, maybe this is just super inky and I just need a little bit. I'm gonna try that. Okay, that's with a little bit, so see how light that is? So I'm just gonna do tap, tap, tap and do it a little bit more. So I'm gonna have to go with that. See if I can do a better job. That one looks a little bit too smudgy for me, like too inky. So I'm going to try again and hopefully I can do a better job. I don't know, I'm a little bit nervous. A little bit nervous. I haven't stamped in a couple of weeks and look what's happening. Ah, that's not the best either. So unfortunately, I'm not too pleased with that. I don't know, would you go with that or would you redo one? I think I'm gonna redo it. So I'm going to try again. I wonder if I can use that. Actually, what I could do is cover that up probably with one of these. Okay, so that might work. I wonder if it's just the stamp or if I'm just getting too much ink on it. Try it again so I can get a good image. Okay, that one looks better. If I could do that on here, that would look good. I hope I can. Some days are good for stamping Some days not. Okay, well, it's not quite as good as that, but I'll use that. So I'm going to clear that out of the space here and put the rest of my card together. So I got my inside done. This is going to be my outside. So I'm going to glue this on using my Tombow, my favorite glue. Get that on there. And the one that I didn't like is on the other side. And let's try to get that centered there. Okay, so that looks good. And then I'm going to glue these on and put these right here. So I'm going to do 3 across the top like that, and then just try to space them out perfectly. And then what I'm going to do is put my big flower here, and I'm going to pop this one up. I could pop these ones up as well. I probably don't need to though, because we really want this to be the focal point. And then I can fancy it up with some gems. So let's see if I can get this set up so that it is all centered there. And the better job I do on centering that, the better the card is going to look, I think. So try to place those where I think they're going to be, and then I'll put that one there. Okay, so here we go. Put some Tombow on there, and that looks good. So I'm just going to give it a press it down there, and make sure it's evenly lined up with my edges. That looks good. And then I'll do my next one. A little bit of Tombow here. Put it back on in the middle. So this is going to be my middle one. Try to get it in a straight line with the other one. Press it down, and haha, cover up my mistake. So I'm happy that I didn't have to cut a whole other piece of paper with that. It's nice that you can use that as an opportunity to embellish. That's what somebody told me, and that really sticks with me. You know, if you make a mistake, use it as an opportunity to embellish or cover it up somehow. So that's what I did with this one. So that looks pretty good. And then now I'm just going to decide which way I want to have my flower and bring in some dimensionals so I can pop that up. So there's my minis. I probably don't need mini Stampin' Dimensionals on this one. Probably just the regular ones will do. So let's see what I got here. Here's the regular size. So yeah, let's go with the regular size and put a few of those on. I love popping stuff up. This looks so good on cards and gives it such a great look. So these are Stampin' Dimensionals, the regular size, and I use them all the time. I have the minis for like little pieces that I can't use the regular size ones for. So I'm just going to use, this is the old Take Your Pick tool that Stampin' Up! Used to have. I still have it and still use it, although I'm better at using the new one. This one's small, but it's nice to have a second one. But I like to use these Take Your Pick tools to remove the paper off of the back of these Stampin' Dimensionals. And now it's really sticky. Get that off of there. Okay. And how do I want it? Let's see. I think I will maybe put it right about there. How's that look? And then I can use my embellishments here to embellish it. Oh, and then I'm going to show you the card that I used for my inspiration. This is the card I used for my inspiration. So I got this layout by Tamara Bertram. So shout out to Tamara. I think I was watching her card making one day and she did this layout. She may have even used the same paper, but I kept it. I just thought it was great. So yeah, she had this one kind of off to the side a little bit. This one I put more focal in the front, in the middle. A big stamp here because, you know, a smaller object. So this one I thought went a big object there with a smaller stamp. that actually looks pretty good. You know, I was getting hard on myself thinking that it didn't look that great, but actually I'm happy with that. It looks great. So I am just going to now put on some embellishments. So let's see where would be good to put these on. Now I put that on there because they showed up really well there. These ones aren't really going to show up that great on there, I don't think. So maybe I'll put them down here. So I've got 2 there. And where shall I put another? Maybe down here. Actually, maybe I'm going to put a couple more on there. Like I did 5 embellishments on this one. I think I'm going to do 5 on this one again. What do you think? Probably look better than just doing 3, right? But they say do it in odd numbers. So if you have 3, that's great. Otherwise, try 5. Could put one up here. I'm going to try that, putting it right in the middle of that flower there. That's cool. I like it. I like the design on these. Okay, and how about one more? Maybe I can put one here or here. Maybe I'll go for there. Okay, so there we go. And there's my card for today. And here's my inspiration from Tamara Bertram. And you can do this with any designer series paper that you like and you want to fussy cut it. Or you can even do it if it has, you know, a die to cut it out and has a nice focal point. So it's an easy card to make. It looks great. You can stamp something here or have room to write a really nice sentiment to somebody. Looks great. Okay, awesome. I am done. Have a great day, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me this morning. And don't forget to say hi if you're watching the replay, please. Okay, thanks. I'm going to finish now. Have a great day, everybody, and see you in the next video. Bye.